Hello everybody, it's Rhonda here from Nelson Soapery. Today is almost the start of our week, and the reason for that is we have had some public holidays in Melbourne, Australia, which means today is the first day of my working week, even though it is a Wednesday, because yesterday was Cup Day in Melbourne, so that means we all get a public holiday. So now what I'm doing today is I've just got a new package from Vistaprint, so I'm going to show you why I did this, how I did it, and it's a little bit of a cheaper alternative to doing your custom made packaging until you can afford to get the full box done. So that's what I have to do today. I also have to test another one of my candles, which I'm doing at the moment, and then I have to pack some orders. So I thought I'll take you along with me, and I thought I will show you exactly what I'm doing, and I thought this might be something that you may not have thought of, but it's definitely a great alternative. So let me pop the camera around and then we'll get going. So here is my box from Vistaprint, as you can see. So I've already cut one off, so I'm going to show you how it comes. So basically what this is this is an A3 flyer. So I've ordered this as an A3 flyer. I think I got 25 of them for about $35. So basically this is what it looks like, if you can see that. And now what I've actually done is I have actually designed this. So this is going to wrap right around a full candle. So this is the back of the candle, the front, the top, and then of course that back bit is the wrap around the back. So I spent a lot of time measuring it up, making sure they're going to fit my 220 gram candles, and I'm doing one also for my bigger candles, which are the 400 gram. So then my idea is, which I've already cut one, so basically I've just cut it like this, and then what we're going to do is we are going to actually pop this down onto the box. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how I've done that. Now the reason I'm doing this, if you're thinking why not just get boxes printed, and I 100% agree, I would love boxes printed, but I honestly can't afford to get them all done at the moment, so I just have to do a little at a time. But these ones, like I said, I basically got 30 sheets for $30. It's like $1 a sheet, and I can get 3 in one. So you know, you can see on here that there's 3 in one, so I've just done 3 individual ones. So for $30 I can literally get the blooming rose, the French pear, and then my vanilla, my white vanilla. So that's why I've done it this way just for now. So I'm just going to do this as a stepping stone until I use all the basic boxes that I've got, and this will wrap around the outside and make it look beautiful. Now the thing with doing this is you have to have your measurements perfect, and believe me, I've tried a lot. I was talking to Vistaprint. Unfortunately, they don't have a big ruler to measure this exactly once you pop them into their program. So you've got to do it on Canva, get your measurements perfect, then put it in Vistaprint. So that's what I've done. But let's go and get the box, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's get started. So these are the boxes I use. Now I get these from Stanley Packaging. They're just a white box. They're like less than 50 cents a box. They're really, really cheap. So let's just fold the box up. Now they're not that beautiful because they are a plain corrugated sort of box. You can see they're not that pretty. They are just a basic box, but it does protect the candle. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those, just so that we can make them look really nice on a bit of a budget until I can afford to get more. So here I have my candle. So this is the one that I've made, and it smells like, if you can see there, it smells just, oh my goodness, so good. I love this one. So this is called White Vanilla. So let's just pop on its safety label under the bottom, because you definitely need that. And then basically I'm just going to pop it in the box like that, because my medium size ones just come with a white lid. I may actually put my logo on them eventually. But anyway, so basically they fit perfect in these little boxes, and I will pop down the links for these later on from Stanley Packaging in Victoria, but you can get them from any packaging place, I'm sure. So now we're just going to seal it up because we have the candle in here. So now what you can actually do is you could put a bit of sticky on the outside if you want, but it pretty much sticks down anyway, and so then that's perfect. So now we've got the box. Let's set that aside. So now on here, as I showed you before, these are the flyers that I had printed. And like I said, I basically measured the box from here to here. So I measured the outside of what I needed, which I think was about 8 centimeters. Then I measured from the bottom right around, which I think was 38 centimeters. And I know 38, you're thinking, oh, that sounds like too much, but it's not the time you wrap it around the whole box. And basically we want to wrap around the whole box. So if you've got a guillotine or something, you can use that. But for something of this size, I do have a little mini guillotine, but for something of this size, I'm literally just going to cut these bands by hand, because as I said earlier, this is not what I'm going to do permanently. This is basically just my idea, just to get me across the line, but to make sure that I have really beautiful boxes for people that want these, you know, for Christmas, or if I'm selling to like a boutique or a store, they look super duper professional. So basically that's what I want. So I'm going to cut it, and I'm just cutting all these grey bits off, because obviously the grey bits, I left it grey on the backing so that I could see very easily where to cut. So as you can see here, and now you can see, if you can see this bottom bit here, this is, you know, one bit. So we're just going to fold it on that pink line. So let me just turn it over, and we will fold it, and hopefully it fits perfect. I did do the other one before I checked it out, and it did pretty much, it was pretty perfect. It was really good. But if not, I'm just going to work with it, because, you know, we just got to work with what we've got, don't we? And then if you can see this bit here, so this is actually the top, and then under here is the bottom, which is a little bit hard for me to see exactly where the bottom stops and starts. So I'm going to just pop it on here so that I can show you what I mean. So now this is the back. So if you can see that, it's the back, and then this pink bit here wraps around the very bottom. So let's just turn that bit over as well. And now, like I said, so I know that that is the top. Hopefully I'm showing you pretty okay on here. So basically what I want to do is sit this on the top. I want to sit this here to make sure that this is going to wrap. So if you can see, that's literally what the front is going to look like. So now I just need to wrap it around, and, you know, if it doesn't fit perfect, I mean, it doesn't matter. We just want it to look really nice, don't we? So if you just kind of put it on there, you know, rub your hands along, and it'll give us an idea where we're going to fold it. So now I'll just take it off and fold it. And now look, you know, I know you're going to say, oh gee, looks like it's taking a lot of time. Well, yes it is, but you know, when you can't afford the real McCoy, as my dad would say, you need to find the second option. So, and this is the second option, and of course it has all the instructions, everything that someone needs, and it looks more professional than me just putting a sticker on the top. So let me just show you what I mean. So this is exactly what they're going to get. So if you can see that, doesn't it look nice? And, you know, either that or they're getting this horrible box. But this way it's nice. I did make sure that it went over the edges so that it travelled over a bit further. And then all I'm going to do is put a piece of tape at the bottom, which will secure it perfectly onto the bottom. So I hope you agree with me that it looks really lovely. I think it looks beautiful. If I had a shop, I would be more than happy to sell that in my shop. I definitely think that looks better than a sticker. So let me get some sticky tape and we'll stick that up. Alright, so as I said, we've just got one little piece of tape, and then this bit of tape is literally just going on the edge, and then we'll wrap it over. And so then that is, like I said, that is pretty much it. That is what they're getting. So doesn't that look lovely? So like I said, there it is there. You can trim it more on the sides if you want. I didn't. I thought we'll just leave it the way it is here. It doesn't need to be tight or anything like that. But as I said, it looks really lovely, doesn't it? And that's basically what I've done. So I'm going to get going and, like I said, do all of the other ones so that we've got all of them done. And that way I can put them on the shelf. If somebody buys them, then they're ready to go and I don't need to stress. I have done the same with the bigger ones as well, but I'll just have to wait and see what's happening with those ones at the moment. So now that is set aside. In the meantime, I do have one of my candles here that I am still testing. This one I did a video the other week which I was testing, and I'm still testing it because it is really, really important to burn it right down to the bottom. We want to burn it to see how long it's going to burn for, you know, the heat of the jar, the heat of the wicks, everything else, and that is super duper important. Now, in the meantime, I have to put some stickers on some of my bath bombs that I've already made, and I'll be boxing them up so I can show you how I actually box those ones up as well, because they do look really lovely. So let's just box some of those up. Alright, so we have them here. These are my little hearts, and so basically all I'm going to do is use a piece of foam. This is a 100% recyclable foam that I get from Stanley Packaging, and then I have my No Issue paper. So this is the paper I actually get from No Issue. I'll just turn it over. And basically this is how I do them. I mean, sometimes I change the way I do things. I didn't used to put the paper, but I think it just looks nice. But once again, I am having professional packaging made, but you know, like I said, we've got to work with what we've got, don't we, at the moment, and pop it in that. Now, this box is a box that is a 170 gram tin candle box that fits my bath bombs right. So, you know, I buy lots of boxes to see what fits what and so on. That's honestly the only reason I've been able to do this and find a clever way to box everything. Then I have my stickers, which lots of you have seen me make these before, and we're just going to pop the sticker on the top. So we'll pop that over, and there is my little bath bomb box. I have to do a few of those. So like I said, we're going to get going with those. I will show you my little one here. That was from my photo shoot, and I haven't shrink wrapped it. I probably won't. I might just give that one to my kids. We can do a bit of a tester with that one, because as I said, it's always good to test, isn't it? So that's something that I really do believe in doing, testing quite a lot. So we might just do a little bit of a test with that. I do also have to get another diffuser made for somebody that has bought an extra diffuser, and I've actually ran out, which the one I'm doing, it's called Raspberry Musk, and I sell lots and lots of that one, and I've actually sold out, but I do have extra bottles, and I picked up some new fragrances so that I can pre-mix that, because all of my mixes are mixed, and then I'm going to do that one for that particular customer as well. So like I said, let's get these ones ready. And also the last thing I need to do is I do have another order. So, well, I actually have 4 orders I have to do at the moment. So one of them is for my lovely friend Chrissy, so I'm definitely going to get Chrissy's order organized, and she loves the scent Barry's Daughter, so I'm going to organize her. She's organized or bought, I should say, a soap whip in it, so let's grab that. So this is the one, we'll move this out the way now. So this is the one that she's got. Doesn't it look beautiful? Like, I love that wrapping, so nice. So she's got that one there. Because everybody, I am actually going to delete Soap Whip from my range soon. I may bring it back once I'm in a store, but for now, after I've sold out of these, I'm just going to delete it for a while. It's not a big seller for me, so I thought I'm just going to get rid of that one. Then she has also got the bar soap, so we're going to add the bar soap in that. And then she has also bought, what is it that she's bought? Oh, it's actually a melt in Barry's Daughter as well. So let me get that one too. And here is the Barry's Daughter in that one. This is my new Barry's Daughter print. So this one has a different print to these ones because I'm changing over to one. But anyway, they are going to be for Chrissy. So I will package these ones up, and we'll organise them and make sure they look beautiful in the package for Chrissy. And then they will go off to Queensland very soon. So that's what I'm up to now. I've got to do a couple things, but I will show you around. I'm going to move the camera, and I'm going to show you where I keep a couple things to give you some ideas. Now, I thought I would show you how I actually package it. So this is the box that I use. Then I have my No Issue paper, which I've just folded because the box is smaller. Then I have this recycled foam that I pop in here. And this is just to protect it a bit more, to be really honest with you. But make sure you put your paper at the bottom, because that way when we wrap it around, it's going to look beautiful and you'll see the beautiful wrap paper. So we make sure that everything has its labels on, which this definitely has its labels. So does this, and of course, so does the soap. So I'm going to just make this look all lovely, make sure I can fit it into the box. And then I'm just going to pop one of these in, which is just like a little extra soap for Chrissy to try. Because I often give some little extras if I have extras around that I'm going to pop in. Now I'm just going to put a few little foam pieces in here. Now I thought before I wrap it, let me just show you. This is the foam bits that I actually use. These are 100% recyclable as well. So these are actually made with corn. So that's basically how they're made. They are biodegradable, so they're definitely great. And they're packing peanuts. They cost maybe, I think it's about $36 for a massive, massive bag of them. It takes me a good 2 months to go through one of these bags, packing lots of orders. So like I said, let's get some of these and we'll pop it in this order. Alright, so like I said, we've got the order. I'm just going to pack a few of these in here just to hold it nice and tight, because we don't want it to move in the post. If it moves in the post, that's when you get damaged items. And then, as I said, I've got this bit here, so we're just going to wrap this over the top. It just really protects it a bit more. And then all I do with this is I literally wrap this over. So let me just fold this bottom bit, because I'm doing this with one hand to show everybody. And then basically this is what it's going to look like when Chrissy opens a package. So it's going to look really, really lovely. Now let me get my little sticker. I'll just hold that in place. Now what I like to do as well is I pop this sticker on here. It's just a little thank you sticker, and like I said, it's ready to be boxed up. So then that's basically what it looks like. So let's just fold the box. Now these boxes I also get from Stanley Packaging. So yep, so that's it. And then I'll put them in another bag and they'll go off to Chrissy. I won't seal it up because I need to write a card in there. I always put a card for each of them, which just says all my details, my website and so on, so they remember to come back for next time. So let's get and package that one up. Now these are my new soaps that I have already done. I just had to stamp them all. These ones here are a blooming rose, so they're looking really, really beautiful. These are my new blooming rose. I do really love them. I'm not sure if I'm super keen on the orangey color, but that basically has turned that color because of one of the fragrances that I use within that, because I used extra fragrance because last time I used a much smaller amount, and I just wanted them to smell a little bit more rosy than they did the first time. And the first time I only used half of what I could use. But anyway, those ones are done, so I'm going to have to organize those, wrap them up. I need to get another print cartridge. I always run out of them. But hopefully once I get all this printing, I won't run out of them, because that's very, very costly for me. But today is a wrap, I think, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed just coming along just for a little bit to see what I'm up to today. And maybe I'll do a few more of these videos just so you can kind of see what I'm up to. I know I don't make the videos super, super flashy, but I'm sure you don't mind. Either way, it gives you a bit of an insight about what I get up to, which is not that exciting, but it might be if you're just learning the industry. Anyway, make sure you have an amazing day. Do something beautiful for someone you don't even know. Just a hello to a neighbor or somebody in the street might just make their day. Anyway, I'll see you next time, my friends. Bye for now.